Now, retailers have been under pressure for some time now, and especially if they have bricks and mortar stores as big online competitors eat up more of the market. Well, the pandemic has exacerbated the problem with closures and yet more people shopping from home. And yet we're often told that small firms are less capable of weathering the storm than giant corporates. So it must have indeed been a very tough year for small independent shops. But today we're celebrating them as we speak to 3 nominees for Britain's best small shop of the year. And live now to Stroud in Gloucestershire and the co-owner of the independent record shop Sound Records, Tom Berry, live to Bradford, and the owner and director of the bike shop Pennine Cycles, Sandra Corcoran. But first, let's go live to Topsham in Exeter and the founder of Nourish Zero Waste, Dr. Sarah Martin. Sarah, good morning to you. How long have you been in business?
We've been in business for just about 2.5 years now.
And how has trading been this year?
Well, before COVID, it was outstanding, and now it's okay. It's starting to recover. We've had some really, really loyal customers, which has been really excellent. So they're keeping me buoyed up.
And so what sort of things have been selling well for you during the pandemic period?
Well, mainly staples. So pasta, of course, and toilet paper just before lockdown went bananas. And now just standard staples, people just not panic buying anymore, just a normal weekly shop here that we're seeing.
Now, Sarah, Topsham is quite a prosperous area. I know from my own experience, having a few pints in the Lighter Inn around the corner from you, fantastic pub. Are you helped by the fact that you've got quite a well-off demographic?
I'm not sure. We have such a wide range of people who shop in our stores. So I think that partly they are happy to definitely support local, but I don't think necessarily the demographic has stopped people shopping with us.
All right, well, Tom in Stroud, let me bring you in. I mean, that's true of Stroud as well. It does have quite a particular demographic, doesn't it? Do you think what you could be doing, a shop like that, could you make it work elsewhere, do you think?
I think we can. I mean, Stroud is a very varied place in terms of the people who live here. You've got the sort of traditional Cotswolds people, you've got a good working class community, you've got the hippie community. But I think it's really about innovating and sort of looking at all the different markets you've got and trying to provide something for all of them, really. You know, we don't just appeal to the 50-year-old man who's looking for the Bruce Springsteen album. We sell everything from Billie Eilish records through to Ethiopian jazz records. And it's really about finding who's out there and then just catering the product to that need, really, I think.
Tom, a lot of looking at the shots of you there, do you only sell vinyl these days? Does that make up the bulk of your turnover?
It does, yeah. It's not that we're ideologically opposed to CDs, but actually we just don't have the room for them. So vinyl is what we really love and cherish. And, you know, there's something really lovely and tactile about being able to come in and actually own the product. So, yeah, vinyl is where we're at.
So when people come in, what do they say to you? I mean, are you trying to offer a distinct point of difference with the likes of Amazon or indeed HMV, who still have physical stores after all?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what a record shop, and I'm sure the other small shop holders will say this as well, is it's a community hub. Rather than just sort of shopping online and buying the thing you want, you can come into a shop and you might buy the thing that you didn't know you did want. You come in, you share knowledge, you take recommendations from the people behind the counter, and you know you can really gain a lot from actually going onto your high street and experiencing that shopping experience.
Well, Sandra in Bradford, let me bring you in. Obviously, everyone knows there's a cycling boom going on right now, but what is the point of difference that you can offer compared with, say, a Halfords or an Evans Cycles?
Personal service. My husband and I run the shop, and my husband has been cycling for 40 years, so it's that experience that we have, and we want people not just to buy what we have in the shop, a bicycle that fits them and one that they're going to enjoy riding and ride safely. I think that's a key issue for us, for people to be on a bike that's well put together and is safe.
And in terms of the people that come in your store, Sandra, do you have a sort of hardcore of long-established regulars, or are you picking up new customers the whole time as well?
Well, we have both. We have the enthusiasts who come to us and have been coming to us for years, 20 plus years, or 30, 40 years even. And then we have those people that, yeah, just find us and that know that we're here, that have never been into a bike shop, And those are the ones as well that we've been seeing a lot of during the pandemic, people that have not wanted to travel far, so they've come into their local bike shop. And as you say, more people have been riding bikes, so they've wanted inner tubes and pumps and the bikes repairing.
The fact that you've been in business so long, Sandra, means that you can give me a bit of perspective here. How does this current downturn, this current recession feel compared with previous ones?
It's been up and down. As I say, fortunately for us, we were lucky that we could remain open as an essential business through the pandemic. Before the lockdown came, we were very quiet, and I have to say that at the moment we're quiet from those other people. You know, the new cyclists are not coming in, and I think people generally are busy buying their groceries again, maybe. But we're here and we're open, and we see the ups and downs all the time. Time will tell. You know, we're hoping that if people are exercising and people are told not to use public transport, more people will ride the bikes to go to their places of work. And for exercise, we know that cycling is a biggie for not just physical health, but for mental health. And there's been an awful lot of talk about mental health lately.
Now, Sarah in Topsham, tell me what you think you've done to get shortlisted.
I think we've just got a unique business model. We're working really hard with our local communities to help people reduce their use of plastic. So our shop's completely packaging free. People come and fill up their own containers. When we started a couple of years ago, we got lots of bemused faces. But I think there's a real enthusiasm now. I think people saw during lockdown the changes, how quickly things can change. In terms of allowing nature to recover. And I think that momentum has carried on and allowed us to get stronger as we've gone on.
And Tom in Stroud, if you were to win this award, what would it mean for you?
But we don't really judge our success by awards. I mean, obviously it's nice to be recognised, but really, I guess what matters to us is just people valuing their high street. So, you know, rather than make the easy choice sometimes and click online, just come in, engage with us, and you know, if this award gives us the opportunity to...
Well, last word to Sandra in Bradford. Now, crucially, Sandra, you are in the West Riding, not South Yorkshire, but how nervous are you that potentially West Yorkshire is going to find itself subject to Tier 3 restrictions? Yeah,
it could come. I think it's coming generally for, you know, the whole of the country. Who knows? You know, we're not out of it yet, and it's scary because, you know, it is quiet out on the high street everywhere, and we're in a parade of shops, and all the businesses are finding it quiet. So it's always not good for business with uncertainty. That's one thing we've found.
All right, Sandra. Well, best of luck to you and your customers, Tom in Stroud and Sarah in Topsham. Good to see all three of you. Lovely to have a bit of good news on the programme for once. Thanks for joining me.